Hey, I'm Björn Lexius, a destination wedding photographer based out of Hamburg, Germany. Today's topic, editing. Editing isn't everything, but its importance is often downplayed and tossed aside. And I firmly believe it plays a huge role in how we as photographers turn a moment into its best representation as a finished image. You know, there's plenty of ways to edit a photo, hundreds, thousands, even millions of ways to edit a photo. Every photographer would most likely treat a photo different. There's not one truth when it comes to editing. But there are methods that will help you make your photos better, and I want to show you my way of editing today. Let's start with base editing, the look and feel of a photo. How your camera views the scene is one thing. How we feel it is another one. You gotta ask yourself, what's the story of this photo? What mood do I want to create here? How did it feel while I was here? While I'm a huge fan of moody color grading, most couples, at least, I guess, don't want to have their wedding photos look like any David Fincher movie. But if you're one of those, hit me up. I'd love to do that. So, even while you can make changes to the overall mood of photos throughout the wedding gallery, you need to make sure you stay consistent. But I'll make another separate video on this one. Since I'm using my own presets, this is where I start my edit. By the way, you can purchase my preset packs on my website. Find a link in the description. For the edits today, I'll be using presets from my For the Heart Still Beating preset pack 2, which consists of 2 color presets, 2 black and white presets, and a bunch of modifiers I added to help me get the mood and feel I want. So let's begin. I compiled a few photos I want to work on today to give you some ideas of my editing process. What I want to do first on any image is choosing my base preset, and then add any modifiers I want to use and set the exposure and white balance to my liking. These steps can also be done the other way around, meaning you set your white balance first, choose a preset, and then dial in the exposure. Next up, level and straightening. There's nothing worse than lines being all crooked and horizons tilting to one side. I get the chills every time I see a photographer not leveling correctly, especially when a clear horizon line is to be seen. In Lightroom, it's so easy to quickly level an image, be it using the automatic transformation tool or the level tool. It's just a matter of 1 or 2 clicks. About my editing. First of all, I need to mention that I believe attention to detail is key when it comes to photo editing. So for me, cropping is a must. There's hardly any photo I do not crop. I can't be bothered about image resolution when it comes to cropping, as these photos won't be blown up as big prints anyway. And if I need any photo to be bigger, I can just use a new super resolution feature in Photoshop, and it will help me do that. If you're not familiar with that feature, you want to learn about it, leave a comment and I might do a video on that one. But let's put tech aside now. What matters most to me is to get an image well balanced and free from distractions. I can't stand when there's any sort of distraction in a frame, especially on the edges of the frame. These need to be 100% clear of any distractions. Most of the time, a simple crop does the trick. But cropping is also a way to tell a story. We do this in camera in the first place by making a deliberate decision of what we include in the picture and what not. This decision we can strengthen in the final crop when editing the photo. Next step would be dodging and burning. Dodging and burning is the art of making something lighter, dodging, or darker, burning in an image. Dodging and burning is used to solidify a truth in an image. Wait, what? Truth? What do you mean by truth? I hear you. Let me explain. Every image we make is influenced by our vision, by what we include and what we leave out, as said before. By having conviction in our own vision, we can make each image align with our own version of the truth. Remember, our images converse moments. They create nostalgia, and the way we choose to display our truth of the moment can alter the way a moment is perceived forever. So the ultimate goal of editing is to strengthen our vision in a photo. And just like cropping, dodging and burning will help us to lead the viewer's eye to parts of the image we feel tell the story best by creating contrast in the photo. When all this is done, it's about cleaning up. And cleaning up is one of the things I most often see being skipped by photographers, as it just takes up time. Simple as that. There's no shortcut when it comes to cleaning up an image. But taking this time and cleaning up an image can serve an image so much. What I mean by that is, our eyes and brain are trained to only focus on what's important, to only notice what matters most in daily situations, and filter out the crap. But when we're looking at a photo and we got time to do that, we will be distracted by all the clutter in it. So cleaning up an image, it's not about altering an image to the max, but about making an image easier understandable. So looking at these few images, do you see the difference? Do you notice it? Sure, you might argue that it isn't really worth your time, because the client wouldn't notice the difference anyway, and it just takes up too much time, you don't need that. You know all the reasons why you will not do that. But for me, cleaning up images makes a huge difference. I feel that the easier an image is to understand, the less we are distracted and the stronger an image gets. But how to decide whether you remove something or not? What's the best way to do that? You can simply ask yourself if something in the image is lifting the story up or taking away from it. Two simple ways to analyze an image would be, first, to squint your eyes just a bit and see for yourself where your eye is drawn to. Oftentimes, by doing this, we will notice all the distractions in the photo, all the things that the composition might be off, where the lighter and darker parts of an image might be, and if our focus really goes to the area we want it to be. Second would be to just lean back and let your eyes wander. Choose the stamp tool in Photoshop and just start clicking away, and you will notice how many little things you see and just get rid of. Okay, let's finish this up. Some final words. We're delivering hundreds of photos for every wedding. And if we would spend 10 minutes on every single image, no, we just can't do that. It just takes up too much time. I mean, unless you enjoy working for way too little money or mostly for free then, and spend weeks on editing a single wedding. But while cleaning up a photo in Photoshop takes a lot of time, and this is something that not every photo needs, and not every photo is in need of heavy dodge and burning. You can easily take your time, a few seconds, and just crop an image to make it better. Just in the basic edit process, while you're setting white balance and exposure. And looking at the photo, you will know when there's more to a photo. You will know when to take this little bit of extra time for you and your client to make this photo stand out. And if you take away two things from all of this is, make yourself familiar with different methods of editing photos and find the story in the photo and tell it the best way possible for you and your client. That's it for today. I hope this was helpful for you. And if you got any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer whatever you got. And if you liked what you saw, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you taking your time, and have a great day. Stay safe.